Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to the Biafran families. Here are the news in details. Britain owes Biafra $6 trillion. I repeat, Britain owes Biafra, or rather Biafrans, $6 trillion. United States ex-mayor makes explosive claims. My brother, let me shock you. There are some secrets that this so-called UK are not releasing to the general public. I want to remind us of the words of Harold Wilson, who is the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, or a British Prime Minister, from the year 1964 to 1970 and from 1974 to 1976. He says, and I quote, that they are afraid of Biafra, knowing fully well that Biafrans have large, vast of mineral resources in their domain. Why did he make such comments? Because they, not because of because of what will I call it? They want to control everything that is happening in Biafra land, or rather in Nigeria as their company. So, but as it stands now, the guy have lived his life and he left. That's what I'm keep telling all these people. Listen to me and listen good. You can never fight an ideology. You can imagine this man stood on his ground and said that they are afraid of Biafra from 1960 something. That is why they refused to give us Biafra. Even before the Biafra war, even before the pogrom of 1966. From 1964. And don't forget, they have been nurturing this idea for a very long time. But he is the one that picked courage. He come out and speak to the public that the reason why they will not allow Biafrans to go is because they are afraid of what Biafrans are going to do with the vast resources within them. And before then, my brother, they have already owing Biafrans a huge sum of money. So the reason why you see UK is not because if Biafra go now, it's going to be a hindrance to them. Despite the fact that I know it's going to affect them. I know Biafra land or Nigeria are not the only country they colonized. So some African countries, they also colonized them. But the reason why they are afraid of Biafra is because any day Biafra government is in place, they say, okay, now we have the United States of Biafra as a country, as a nation. My brother, the first thing the Biafran government should do, is to write them a letter and demand for accountability. And ask them, when are you paying us our money? The money you are owing us. So they don't want to pay all that money. That was why they keep on holding Biafrans. That is the simple truth. I repeat, that is the simple truth. Let me read the headline so that I check out everything on Oguzie once. My days are numbered. Blessing CEO diagnosed with cancer, sells off properties. Our only social media influencer, Mwadana Blessing CEO, who hails from Biafra land, Ebony said precisely, is in there. I mean, it's in a very bad condition, in a very bad shape now. May God help her. May God help her. We don't want to lose you, my dear. We need you because Biafrans need people like you who can speak and talk and not minding how crookedness you are. Old age bills will pass your club spendings. Chiwetalago warns young stars. For those of you who they pop champagne thinking that in a year life end, my brother, old age, nobody go tell you. Because as nkonye para na no coaching, so whatever you save now determines how your old age will be, whether it's going to be disastrous or manageable. So this advice is coming from Biafran Nollywood icon, or rather Biafran legend, Nollywood legend by name Chiwetele Ago. Okay, my people, let us go straight to the reason why we are here. The most important news is here at last. So please like, share, comment, and subscribe. A former mayor of Blanco City, Texas, United States of America, Mike Arnold, has alleged that the British government has no interest in Biafra because it does not want to pay reparations amounting to approximately $6 to $7 trillion to Biafrans. You get the point now? Arnold made the claim in a post titled "Britain's Bill is Due," published on his verified Facebook page. The former mayor, known to be systematic to the Biafra struggle, said an independent Biafra nation could demand payment from Britain for the amount, according to him. The amount, which is twice Britain's annual GDP, will become the largest reparations claim in human history, stating that what the British did to the people of Nigeria's southeast is a vast, horrific, ongoing evil. Arnold traced what he described as Britain's crime against the Igbos to the amalgamation of the southern and northern protectorates in 1914. His statement reads in part, in 1914, Lord Lugard drew a line around two incompatible civilizations, the Islamic Caliphate and of the north and the Christian and traditional peoples of the south, called it Nigeria and handed it to the crown. Nobody was asked. The contraption was designed from the birth to keep the caliphate in administrative control and the oil flowing to the London. When the Southeast tried to leave in 1967, after the tens of thousands of Igbos were slaughtered in northern pogroms in 1966, Britain showed its hand. Their own declassified Foreign Office documents state it plainly. The sole immediate British interest in Nigeria is that the Nigerian economy should be brought back to a condition in which our substantial trade and investment in the country can be further developed, and particularly so we can regain access to important oil installations. He noted that at the time, Shell BP, partially owned by the British government, controlled 84% of the Nigeria's oil production, 2/3 of it in Biafra territory. Arnold added, so Harold Wilson, Labour government secretary, armed the Nigerian Federal Military, millions of rounds of ammunition, hundreds of machine guns, thousands of mortar and artillery bombs, aircraft, armored personnel carriers, while standing in a parliament and lying about it. Moving forward, Nigeria imposed a blockade on Biafra. Food couldn't get in, medicine couldn't get in. The famine was not an accident, it was the strategy. When parliamentarians begged Wilson to stop, estimating 2 million deaths from starvation, he rebuffed them. 2 days later, his secretary agreed to supply Nigeria with aircraft for the first time. When images of skeletal Biafran children shocked the world, Wilson called it propaganda. Up to 3 million people died. Most of them are women and children. What a horrific incident. The children and children of Harold Wilson shall know no peace as long as this life is concerned. And him coming back, or rather him reincarnating, is going to suffer. Britain pocketed the oil. They have never apologized, never acknowledged it in a school textbook, never paid a single penny. Arnold went ahead to outline how Britain racked up the 6 to 7 trillion debt to the people of Biafra, which, according to him, an independent Biafra nation can demand from the British government as reparations. Explaining that the 6 trillion pounds was arrived at after a calculation built category by category from documented facts, he stated, oil revenue, Biafran territory, Nigeria has earned approximately $600 billion in oil revenue since the 1960s. 2/3 of Shell's BP operations were in Biafra territory. At a 60% territorial share, $360 billion adjusted for inflation from 1967 dollars today, $1967 today, unsalvageably $2.5 trillion, wrongfully deaf up to 3 million people, international wrongfully deaf presidents, Holocaust reparations, ICC awards, comparable genocide settlements range from $100,000 up to $500,000 per life at a conservative $500,000 per life. That is approximately $1.5 trillion. Moving forward. Structural damage. 112 years of contraction. The 1914 amalgamation. The installation of the caliphate as the administrative class. The 1960 handover engineered to protect British commercial dominance. The ongoing genocide that architecture enables to this day. Caribbean nations are currently pushing $10 trillion from Britain for slavery reparations. Nigeria's case is more recent, more direct, and more documentable. Conservative estimate $1 trillion. Obstruction of humanitarian aid, arms supply to an aggressor, compounding interest on all of the above, add another $500 billion minimum. The total approximately $6 to $7 trillion, twice Britain's annual GDP, the largest reparations claim in human history. Every penny of it sourced from declassified British government documents, Harold Wilson's own words, Shell BP's own records, the Foreign Office own confessions. British. Anyway, let me reserve my comment. Moving forward, my days are numbered. Blessing CEO diagnosed with cancer, sells properties. Nigerian satellite media personality and self-styled relationship expert Blessing CEO has begun selling her belongings after revealing she is battling a serious health condition. Nigerian News reports that the development became public on Wednesday, March 25, 2026, after she shared videos on her Instagram page where she disclosed that she has been diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. Oh my goodness, this is too bad. In the video, she appeared emotional and physically distressed, showing signs of hair loss linked to the illness. The situation has drawn reactions from many people online, with followers expressing concern and support. Shortly after making the announcement, she revealed she would be putting some of her personal items up for sale to raise money for treatment. Among the items listed are her car, wigs, and her house in Lagos, as she seeks funds for chemotherapy and other medical expenses. I thought they said now cancer have a cure, according to JC Okechukwu. Okay. She also appealed to her followers to support her by buying the items, noting that she is already dealing with a lot due to her health conditions. She wrote, "My days are numbered like this. I need all the prayers I can get. Pray for me and check up on me. Tired of being strong while I'm going gradually. Hey guys, to those of you who have always admired my wigs, I'm going to be auctioning them for sale because I need money for chemo. So please, the fastest finger should just text me. Don't stress me because I'm already going through a lot." I hope this is okay. Anyway, let me just put it that way because I don't know what I will talk now. They say, old age bills will pass your clause pendings. Chiwetelago warns young stars. Nollywood veteran Chiwetelago has all young stars to live well while they are still in their prime. In a social media clip, Ago warned that old age brings its own problems, adding that it is important to prioritize happiness. He advised young people to make the most of their youthful years while also preparing wisely for future because, according to Chiwetelago, he said, "Enjoy yourself now that you are young. Old age is full of challenges. Old age comes with one problem or another. If it is not diabetes, it is high blood pressure. If it is not heart problem, it may be kidney or liver issues. If it is not stroke, then it is problems with the brain and many others. Enjoy yourself now that you are young. Time waits for no one. Live your life to the fullest where they have the opportunity. Old age is not child's play." Chiwetelago referenced the Bible, stressing that there is time for everything. He also urged young people to draw closer to God, adding that how they treat those around them is also important. Ecclesiasticus, 3 verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven or earth. Old age is best enjoyed when you prepare for it. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm only saying it the way it is. Hold God tight. Treat your family right and make plenty money. I repeat, make plenty money. Your bills will not pay themselves. Invest now while you can. The bills you will pay in your old age will be much more expensive than that, or rather than what you spend in clubs. At that time, you will not be spending and smiling with hope that more will come. Instead, you will be spending with worries, preparing and counting your days. He added, my brother, the most important part of it, he said, you will be spending with worries, preparing and counting your days. That a time shall come when I will be no more. That is what awaits every human being on earth. So have a nice day, my people. May the good Lord continue to bless us all. Like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos on my voice again when I come back. Catch you next time.